Good morning, my friends. Happy Thursday. This week's almost, this is my last day of work. Whoop, whoop. My husband loves it when people say whoop. Actually, it drives him absolutely insane. All right, let me get my masher. It's got something funky on it that I don't want in my squash. Hey, Meredith. How you doing? You just reminded me of my coffee. Hey, Mallory. Good morning, lovely ladies of Face Space. Morning, Shirley. Yesterday, my mother said, "My goodness, I love that woman." Talking about Shirley. We all love that woman. If y'all had any idea how ridiculously sweet Shirley Moore is, she'd be your bestie. She's the sweetest woman anywhere. Huh? Tilsey goes, she's all right. We met Shirley. We got to hang out with Shirley in the old South Carolina. Hey, Shelly, how are you? Are you safe? Obviously, you're on Facebook. Are you okay? How is your area faring?
It's not.
Take it. Use the cup. It's fine. There's a racket happening. All right. It is good. And did you fare okay? Your house and everything? Are you back home? Shirley says, "Love you back, Tilson."
Okay, she's not alright.
Shirley's gotten to see Tilson's face. Few have seen Shirley's
You
one.
have endured the trauma that Shirley has endured.
Ooh, I'm glad you're okay. Tornadoes are no joke, are they? All right, so this morning I'm going to make tater tots. Huh? Do you want a bagel? I'll cook you a bagel when it's
No,
done.
I just meant that's easy.
Well, I'll put a bagel in as soon as it's done. All right, there's gonna be a lot of air frying going on here this morning. I got mini corn dogs in the thing for my daughter's breakfast. Yep, and my husband wants a bagel. So, okay, this is what I'm going to make this morning. I'm going to make tater tots. I would like to talk to you for a moment about a vegetable that people are not eating enough of. Okay, I eat a lot of this vegetable. Squash. Okay, I think a lot of us think of squash as something we cook as a Thanksgiving side, or we have when grandma cooks us dinner, or it's just a once in a while thing. Squash should be part of your diet every week. Number one, it's pretty cheap. Number two, it's unbelievably good for you, okay? Yes, I am, Tracy. Don't you worry, girl. Sorry, I'm gonna be a wee bit late for work. It's okay. There is a million types of squash, okay? A million. Well, probably not a million, but close to it, okay? I want to tell you some of the benefits of squash. First of all, it's a prebiotic, and if you don't know what a prebiotic does for your body, you should go Google it, because there's a whole lot of helping going on with prebiotics. It is high in alpha carotene and beta carotene, which converts to vitamin A in your body. It's a good source of vitamin C. It's an incredible source of fiber. And if there's one thing we do not get enough of in our daily diet in America, it is fiber. What, Mallory? It's National Coffee Day and I'm making squash. If I had known, I would have made extra coffee. It is an antioxidant, and here we go, guys. You know what? It is an anti-inflammatory food. Everybody is always looking to reduce their inflammation. Eat your winter squash, okay? You can eat it all year. You can find it anywhere all year. It is full of polysaccharides that help regulate and control your blood sugar. Great for diabetics, okay? I think we often think of it as a starch, as something high starch. Don't pay attention to my ugly pants, okay? My pants are ugly. Not you. Hold up while I give my daughter her breakfast and start my husband's bagel. Y'all just gonna have to be patient. That's all there is to it. All right. There's your breakfast, my dear.
Thank you. I gotta eat fast.
And then I'm gonna throw up my husband's bagel and I'll be back. You all can just wait patiently. These are not on plan. I have times where I would like to attack one of these head first because I love me some bagels. But I don't need to. Move it, Bessie. You ain't getting a bagel either. If I ain't getting a bagel, Bessie, you ain't getting a bagel. Alright. I gotta cook it in my fancy toaster.
Piece of crap.
It isn't a piece of crap. It's the world's most expensive toaster because I don't own one. Alright.
Hard for me to read.
Okay, whole lot of breakfast going on. They have to go to the orthodontist early. That's why they're all up. Okay, so yes, Mallory, squashes are a fuel pull. Most winter squashes, you can have a half a cup in an S meal because it's not that carby, but you don't want to overdo it in an S. In an E, girl, eat the whole squash. So, okay, you can eat a whole bunch, okay? Maybe not a whole squash, but you can eat a lot, okay? A cup of squash. Most winter squashes, a cup has less than 15 carbs or 20 carbs. So you can eat a fair amount of squash in a E. In a fuel pull or an S, you can have up to half a cup. Now, that being said, there are some winter squashes that you can eat more in an S meal. This is one. This is, I have to think about how to say it every time. Kabocha squash. Kabocha, kabocha. Kabocha squash. Okay? This, a summer squash are different than winter squash, Mallory. Summer squash are non-starchy. You can do whatever you want. Winter squash are more starchy. But there are certain ones. Delicata is a fuel pull. It doesn't have a limit listed in the Trim Healthy Analyzer app. I wouldn't eat 3 squashes in, 3 cups of squash in an S meal, but they're fuel pull. You don't have to be as particular about some of them. And kabocha is one that you don't have to worry that much about. Delicata is another. And this squash, you guys, now it takes a chainsaw, an army of 3 men, and at least 5 toddlers to get one open, but it's worth the effort. This is half of a kabocha squash, and it's actually called a sunrise squash. I'm going to show you the other half. It looks like a pumpkin. This is the other half, okay? It looks like a pumpkin, but it's shorter, more squat, and much brighter. It's a much brighter orange. Absolutely. He knew we'd need vitamin C in the winter, and so he gave us winter squash that lasts for a long time. See how beautifully bright and orange? That's why it's called a sunrise squash. You look at it and you think, oh, look at a cute pumpkin. It's not a pumpkin. You can eat pumpkin this way, but it's not a pumpkin. See how bright it is? It's beautiful. But it does take some effort to peel. That's why God made them big, so that you'd get lots of servings out of them and not have to worry about them being huge, okay? I had a big old pile of this last night with some chicken. I probably had a cup of this with my chicken last night. I steamed it. Calm yourself. I'm going to do just a little bit less. I'm going to keep it probably a cup and a half. Whew, calm down. I'm going to mash it up. I steam all my squash. I just throw it in the steamer, sit it on 20 minutes and let it go, and I check it, make sure it's tender, and I go with it. And then I stick it in my fridge. I have it for hash. I mash it up with butter. I have it with Laughing Cow cheese for an E with some extra carb source, because by itself this is probably not enough carbs. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. First, I have to butter a bagel. You get to see the whole gamut of food in my house this morning. Bagels, corn dogs, that's the wrong cream cheese. I could give him cheese made out of almonds. Not sure that. Oh, crap on a cracker. I burnt the heck out of that. Okay, well, let's throw a second one in. Bad. You know why? It's because the air fryer was preheated and I didn't think about that. I usually cook it for 4 minutes and it's perfect. But 'twas already preheated and I just annihilated that bagel. I probably cooked all the carbs out of it. It's probably on plan now. Right, Cindy? If there is one thing I am no good at, it is toasting things. I think I need to just bite it and buy a toaster. I have every kitchen gadget known to man, but I don't own a toaster. Let's do 2 minutes on this one. See my bagel? Not my bagel, his bagel. It's a little, I'm not eating it, don't worry. She's a little crispy. Oh well. Might want to open a window. Might be a little fire alarm going off this morning. At least the house is up. All right. We'll open that one. Oh my goodness. You want to open that one now? Okay. Oh, I should have done that, Sherry. I should have thrown it. I will. I'll sling it out on the lawn for the birds to eat. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of egg. I've never done these. I don't know how they're going to come out. I'm going to put some pepper. I'm going to put... I know I got salt out. It's right here. I'm going to put some salt. I'm not sure if he'd like it this dark. Shelly is like almost fire department level dark. All right, I'm going to put a little baking blend. I found a little baking blend in the back of my cabinet in here. And then I'm going to put some Noochie Nooch. So let me see how much I got here. I pull that together. I've got about a cup. But you know what? I'm going to add a little extra because I'm going to have this as an E today. I'm going to have it with some egg beaters for my fat. So I can eat more. All right, bagel should be right this time. Perfection. Hot. It's hot. All right, I did the bagel right this time. Pardon me while I apply cream cheese to the bagel of Tilson here. I got it. I got it. I want them to see all of my cooking skills, not just with on-plan treats, but off-plan foods as well. I'm clearly a toast master. Shelly, egg beaters are a fuel pull. Egg beaters are a fuel pull. They are just egg whites with beta carotene added. That's all an egg beater is. It's not whole eggs. It's egg whites with beta carotene. So it's all good. Alright, so I got probably a cup and a half of this squash again. I've got that much because I'm going to have an E. Cup and a half of squash. I've got probably 3 tablespoons of egg beaters. Could just use egg whites. Yes, Shelly, I don't buy egg whites unless I can't find egg beaters. I will say, I always buy the store brand of egg beaters. Yes, you could use... because I'm having a cup and a half, Mallory, it's going to be close. It's going to be an E because I'm having a big serving. But if I kept this small, if I kept this at a small serving of, half cup, 3/4 of a cup, maybe even a cup, it would still be fuel pull. And yes, you could add egg whites. Keep it. So I always buy the store-bought brand of egg beaters, and I pay $4 something. This, the name brand, is the only thing that was available, and it was $8. I almost threw it at the egg guy, and he was like, "What? It wasn't I didn't price them." Getting a little feisty at the grocery store. All right. I'm gonna make some tots. I guess that's a little big. Nobody needs tots that size. I'm gonna air fry these puppies. This tastes somewhere between delicata and sweet potato. It's sweeter than a delicata. It's drier than a delicata. It's very potatoey in texture, but a little drier than like a mashed potato. It's drier and more crumbly, so you have to add more liquid to it when you eat it. You have to add like moisture of some kind, fat or eggs or something. When I put it on my plate, I usually keep it in an S so I can do a fair amount of butter because it is pretty dry. But with this, I've added egg beaters, so it's going to be fine. Oh yeah, our food prices are good here, Shelly. Holy moly, it's $6 for a gallon of milk right now up here.
But the dollar's strong, so prices are low.
Right, but the news keeps saying the dollar is strong, so the prices are low. This is kabocha squash, Connie.
Tell her how much fuel they pay where it's cheaper in certain places.
Fuel is still $4 a gallon up here, and
Diesel's $5.20.
our diesel is still $5.20. You want to know why your food prices are high? It's because diesel is $5.20, and it's impossible to. I mean, how many gallons of diesel is in a tractor trailer?
One tank's about $250.
Yeah, $1,000 to fill up a tractor trailer. One tank of a tractor trailer, right? Yeah.
800 to 1,000.
Crazy pants. Yeah, see, what? We need to move to Texas. Less than $3 a gallon. That's what it is where Susan is. Less than $3 a gallon for regular. That's crazy. Won't be that anytime. It's always more expensive here in Maine.
Everything.
Shelly, most of them are on my website, and this will be on my website too, unless they're terrible. If they're terrible, they will not go on my website.
Oh, now our electric bill went up 100%.
Yeah, our electric bill up here in Maine went up over 100%. In January, they raised the cost of delivery. I think it's delivery. Anyway, the cost of the actual electricity. The delivery, we've been told, is going up as well soon. But the cost of the actual electricity, our electricity bill went from 135 to 230, more than 100%. So if anybody wonders why I work so hard at coaching, it's because I live in Maine. So speaking of coaching, did you see how smooth that transition was from talking about fuel to talking about coaching? Did you? Okay, this is what I have to say about coaching. You have 3 days left to get into Holy Healthy Holidays. If you want to be part of Holy Healthy Holidays as a whole, I am still going to offer individual months. So if you can't join until November, for No Excuses November, then that's fine. If you can't join till halfway through October and want to join for a month, that's fine. Do it December is coming. Overcomer October, No Excuses November, and do it December. Okay, I made way too much squash. This is a butt ton of tater tots. I'd love to say I won't eat all these, but I probably will, because I can. But that is a lot. This is a lot. For coaching is normally in my group $89 a month, okay? And what you get when you are in my coaching group for $89 a month is a seat in whatever cooking class is happening the month that you're a member, or the months. A lot of people stay for extended periods, extended months. But you can come for a month, go for a month. But with Holy Healthy Holidays, you're going to pay for 3 months up front. Now listen to this pricing, okay? This pricing. The cooking classes that I'm doing this fall, there are 6 of them. They are going to be fun, okay? 6 classes. I sell them at a discounted rate if you buy all 6 for $125. So if you consider the price of the class is $125 and you take that out of the $230, that leaves you with $105 for 3 months of coaching. 38, I think I figured, I'm terrible at math. $38 a month for coaching. That is a steal, you guys. So if you want in on that package to get coaching cheaper, now is your chance. You have 3 days left and registration for the whole Holy Healthy Holidays closes, okay? Yeah, look at my hands. They're super, super, yeah, I think you could totally, freeze these. I think I would cook them for like 2 or 3 minutes and then freeze them. Let's air fry them and see what happens. Stick them in the air fryer. I don't even know if I'm on camera when I come over here. If I'm not, well, you'll get over it. Come on in, Tater Tots. Oh, there's a leftover chicken nugget from last night. That's been cooked with the bagels and Marin's breakfast. So that's been cooked about 10 times. Leftover nugget stuck in there. All right, let's do air fry 425. Let's start with 5 minutes and see what happens. We'll look at them in 5 minutes. Okay. Back to Holy Healthy Holidays. This is what you get when you join my group for Holy Healthy Holidays. For $239. $239, okay? This is what you get. You get Zoom every Monday night with KJ. Usually my hair's a mess. It's okay. We have fun anyway. Zoom live every Monday night. Education posted weekly, just talking about a topic. We're going to talk about being an overcomer for your health in October. We're going to talk about stop making excuses and the excuses we make and why they're invalid excuses in November. And then we're going to talk about do it December. Doing it no matter what, despite the odds, when we don't want to, doing it anyway. That's what we're going to talk about in December. 3 months, 100% all in. You're going to get trackers. You're going to get kind of a journal to track your journey for those 3 months. You're going to get weekly challenges, including a weekly workout challenge. Don't worry, I ain't forcing anybody to work out. It's just a recommendation. You're going to have a weekly challenge there. You are going to get a daily check-in every single day to say a different question, to check in, to check on how you're doing. You're going to get meal review. Post your meals in the daily post for meal review, and somebody, myself and admin, will come on and give you feedback on the meal that you had. You're going to get daily posts like Talk About It Tuesday, where things to make you think about, okay? Winning Wednesday, where we talk about all of our wins. You get all of that. Plus, you get access to every live Zoom I've done, every Monday education that I've done. It's all stored in the database. It's all there for you to access. Every cooking class I've done in the past, it's there for you to use. Everything. Joyful July, the whole thing is there. Mindset March, the whole thing is there. You can walk yourself through the mindset stuff. All in August, it's all there. Saving September, all there. You can access all of that. So the longer I do coaching, the better value it becomes, because you get access to all of it. That is what you get for Holy Healthy Holidays. Plus you get 3 months of KJ's nonsense. So there you go. 3 days. That's what you have left to register. Huh? Okay. Okay. This is what I'm going to have for my protein. I'm going to have a fair amount of eggs with it. Where's my frying pan's in the sink? Oh, I can't use that frying pan. Never mind. That one doesn't work. heavy enough for my little cooker thingy. The ladies say good morning, Marin. Morning, she says. She gets to go to the orthodontist and get new bites. She loves having that done. The whole time. All right. Squash bowl over here. I'm gonna take a peek at these. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I put it in for what, 5 minutes? It was down to 2. I'm gonna bring it up to 4. So that means 7 minutes. And then I'm just gonna stand here and look pretty for a couple of minutes. We should make a dip. Well, no, I can't. Well, I can't say I can't. I'd like to have a dip, but I want to keep it low fat and dairy free. So usually I would use Greek yogurt. I could make a dip of kefir. Let's make some. What would we dip our nuggets in? What flavor could we dip our tater tots, not our nuggets, our tater tots? KJ's nuggets of nonsense. You get that too in group coaching. What kind of flavor? Like a spicy, a Bam Bam sauce, ranch, barbecue, ketchup. I have ketchup. I'd like to make like a spicy dip to go with it. Let's make a spicy kefir. Let's make a spicy kefir ranch. Don't use big words, Shirley. I don't know what that means. What's a remoulade? Do I look like Gordon Ramsay? My boobs are a lot bigger than his, okay? But he's a big boob. Tilson says he is not. Talk about my Ramsay that way. Faith! A spicy maple. That's genius. Let's do a spicy maple dip. Oh, good idea. Let's do it. Let me get my maple syrup. And let me get my kefir. And let me get some. That's a great idea. A spicy maple dip for squash. I haven't made kefir for a while. Listen, I have something exciting to tell you. Did you know that when you make kefir, oh, it smells good. Homemade kefir, when they put kefir that's been sufficiently fermented, like this one, it's nice and thick. When they make this, when they put it under the microscope, it doesn't resemble dairy at all. So for me, who is trying to avoid dairy, I said to Pearl, I'm trying to avoid dairy, but kefir's everybody's like, kefir, kefir, kefir. I said, how can I eat kefir if I'm trying to be dairy light? And she said, when you ferment dairy, it very little resembles dairy under the microscope. So you can usually tolerate. Did you know that? Bet you didn't. Maybe you did. So I'm going to do a little kefir. I'm going to wipe that off with a paper towel. I don't want to introduce my dirty fingers to the kefir. Mary Malone says not to do that. Introduce dirty stuff into the kefir. Okay, got a little kefir. That's probably a tablespoon of, this is, you want to use an on-plan maple syrup. This is RX sugar. What do you need? Oh, all right. Okay, maple syrup and kefir go well together. Yes, absolutely, Sarah. Same thing with gluten. People who can't tolerate gluten here can tolerate gluten overseas. Tells you a little bit about our food here in America, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, you guys, those are looking divine. I need to flip them, and I'm going to continue to cook them a minute or two. Oh my gosh. These look amazing. Tracy, I hope you wrote down what I did. These look fantastic. All right, air crisp. Let's do another. I'm gonna do another 3 minutes. So cook them 7 minutes. Flip them over and let's do another 3 minutes. I do have bacon maple extract. I don't like it a whole lot. All right, I'm gonna put a little tiny bit, like a eighth of it. Not that's my favorite spoon. I don't want to use it. An eighth of a teaspoon of glucose in there to give it thicken it up a little. And then I'm gonna add some spicy stuff. Let's do cayenne and a few red pepper flakes and some salt and pepper. A few red pepper flakes. Some cayenne. Some salt and pepper. So this should be like a spicy sweet. I used kabocha squash. Kabocha. Where's my pepper? Okay. Huh? Pepper makes it ugly, but that's okay. Yep, Debbie, it's a kabocha squash. This right here. Sunrise squash. Sunrise kabocha squash. At the farmer's market, a lot of times they call them sunrise squash. Looks like a pumpkin, darker than a pumpkin, more squat. That's not bad. I think it would be better with it's not thick enough. It would be better with yogurt because of the thickness. I'm gonna add some nooch. Nooch tends to be a go-to thickener for me for things. If something's too runny, I'll add some nooch. This might be horrible. You might not want to write down the recipe for the dip. Oh gosh, don't put that, oh, I just ruined it. Okay, well, we're not having spicy maple dip. Strike that, we're having ketchup. Well, we tried. That was gross. Ugh. Maybe, Sarah. All right, let's see. Protein, 5 grams of protein in 3 tablespoons. That is the equivalent of 1 egg. 3 tablespoons is, so how many tablespoons are in a cup? How many tablespoons in a cup? 16. So 5 servings in a cup is 25 grams. So that's perfect. That's what I'm going to have. This is a 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to do a cup of egg whites. Big old pile of egg whites. I did do some glucose and it didn't thicken enough. That is horrible. It's horrible. Whatever. Don't make that dip. Yep. Say hi to the people. They're standing there looking at you.
Hi, people.
Go ahead, get your stuff. Alright, my tots are done, you guys. The 14 one is in my office. It's Clinton. It's in my office.
You sure it's good?
Yes. Look at my tots, you guys. What is a remoulade? I have to go look that up. Okay. That is a whole lot of eggs, and that is how I roll. I'm gonna get my protein in. So this is about 25 grams. Which is right about where I like to be, between 25 and 30, especially for breakfast.
Do you know what its color is?
Maren, I don't right now. I don't. Did you look in the office? I think it's in there. As soon as one of these tots cool off. If I had I used Nooch, which is nutritional yeast, Angela. I tried to use some nutritional yeast because it was too runny. It's no good. A spicy Cajun dip would be perfect. Greek yogurt with some Cajun seasoning would be ideal. Or sour cream, but I don't have any Greek yogurt because I'm not eating a lot of dairy these days, so I don't have any. So, oh well. I'm just going to use ketchup. What? It's right there. Go ahead. Use the ice maker. Just a couple minutes. Look at that pile of eggs, you guys. All right, let's give these a try. Can you get my ketchup out before we open that? Hold on. Wait. Get my ketchup. This is a ketchup I use. I get it from Thrive Market. It gets some funk around the edge, just like regular ketchup. It's unsweetened. It's good. Primal Kitchen ketchup. And I don't think it's salty enough, so I add a little salt to it. Right? Plain old ketchup. Oh well. Be better with spicy Cajun dip, but this is a huge breakfast, you guys. Huge, enormous.
What's this? Cider. Okay.
All right, look at that brekkie. Tell me that doesn't look good. I am. I'm gonna put some salt on there. Some nooch on my eggs. Put some salt and pepper on my tots. I should have salted them as soon as they came out, and I forgot. Okay, let's give them a go. Look at those babies. Don't they look good? They're good. So, squash is not going to crisp up on the outside. It toughens, okay? It toughens and makes a nice casing, but they're not crunchy on the outside. It's squash, okay? It's not going to get crunchy. Maybe if you sprayed a lot of oil on it, it would get crispier, but these are an E. But look at that texture. They're good. Those are good. Squash tots.
Wash tots.
Squash.
Oh,
You want to try one?
no thank you.
They taste like potatoes.
No thank you.
Come on, please.
No thank you.
All right. Could you put the squash in a pan and fry? Absolutely, Mallory. Make it into patties. Put it in a pan and some oil and fry it. Yeah, you could. But I have such a huge serving of tots here that I wanted them to stay and eat. But if I ate less of these, I could totally add a fair amount of fat. I could fry them in a pan. I could put extra fat in them. If I added some cheese to these, they would get crispier. If I sprayed them with a fair amount of fat and put them in the air fryer and cooked them, yeah, absolutely. Just don't eat that many. This is an E, so. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me this morning. I love you all. I'm so glad you're able to join me. If you haven't signed up for Holy Healthy Holidays, go do it. Time is running out. I love you. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you again